erectile dysfunction on the topic list.
Det blev så much.
Welcome back to Diskydisk, episode 40. Can you believe we have done 40? Cool.
I know.
Amazing.
Anniversary episode.
Exciting episodes. We do recommend everyone to listen to every single episode because they are non-linear sort of thing.
Episode 1, 2, and 3 also.
They are timeless. Yeah, I'm over it. Listen to whatever you want. You know.
On Diskydisk, you're like the intro to episode 40 on Diskydisk. You're like, I recommend that you listen to Diskydisk.
I know, right? But listen to everything, not just like this one, but every single one that you haven't listened to. I recommend because it's a cozy time. You can do your housework, whatever, or have your sleep vertigo while you listen.
Yeah,
which we will be talking about in this week's episode. Sleep vertigo. Tiny Hats has it a lot.
A lot. Every day.
Yeah, and we talk about everyone is wearing shorts in the United States.
True.
What?
Citation needed.
True. Citation needed. We talk a lot about diabetes because medical disc is happening today. We talk
this
about...
is like the whole section, like diabetes, dieting, processed food. Like we have the entire from what diabetes might derail into, which is a lot.
Yeah, so
There's
it's medical health disc.
Health disc.
And we go into how pizza is a vegetable. Not. Gaming in the media is also a topic that we talk briefly about in the end. And we talk about some games that we have been playing, including House Flipper, Lawnmower Simulator. I have a terrible time saying that. And Potion Permit.
Wait, this is supposed to be House Builder, not Flipper, but whatever.
Yeah, House Builder. Very good. And I go to London next week, which is excitement. So enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Wait, Tiny Hats and Ircha Gaming. Okay, now we can start.
Reach. That was weak.
Yeah, that was weak.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, thanks.
I am the master.
Who's gotten
Feedback from last week's episode.
Yeah?
Oh, Tiny Hats hates children. Can you read that?
There was a lot of people who said a lot of people that said I hate children. I said on the podcast last week that I hate children, and a lot of people were like,
yeah, that's not legal.
That's not legal. That is illegal. But then, I might not like children or want any of my own, but I literally cry when I watch those videos where they're like pregnancy announcements. Have you ever seen those?
No, I don't really Google that a lot.
I don't Google it, but it comes up in my recommended, probably because I watch so much wedding stuff and like babies and whatever. But it's so cute. Yeah, but it's so cute. And like people, they do something cute. They like give them a gift and they open it and they're like, oh, you're pregnant? And then it's just like, oh.
What do they put in the gift?
I don't know. They do.
They're used condom. No, an unused condom.
That's why I have a video here. I will link it on the Discord, and you can watch it. It's cute. I mean, they don't always give gifts. It's like all kinds of fun things that they do, and then they get.
But what do they put in the gift?
I don't fucking know. I haven't never done a pregnancy announcement. You'll just have to watch the video later.
Okay. Yeah, a YouTube friend of mine, like another YouTuber, not gonna name, he just put me on like FaceTime, and he said, I have to tell you something. Where's this going?
Dramatic.
And then he pointed the camera at two tiny shoes, like baby shoes. Gaming related baby shoes, and I didn't get it at first. I was like, oh, those are cute. And he's like, you don't get it. You don't get it. I'm like, no, cute shoes. You're pregnant.
Jesus Christ. Have you seen one of those memes where it's like somebody has a positive COVID test and then they send it to somebody like in chat and they're like, oh my god, you're gonna have a baby, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna tell your mom? And it's like, this is a COVID test.
I know, right?
Doorknob.
I know, right? I knew about that one.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How about you send a picture of a positive pregnancy test and you say, I have COVID.
So you can tell the difference. Oh no.
With a W, COVID.
I have COVID. Coronavirus.
W virus. Virus.
I have to get rid of my cat so I can write notes on the Discord.
Okay.
On the document. Hold on. There's a cat then.
You're surrounded by 4 cats.
Oh, but he's so sleepy now. He's licking my finger. He's like, no, don't kick me off.
Okay, anyway.
He muted my microphone.
Oh, cute.
Baby.
Feedback from last week's episode. Last week, we had the episode called Castration, Menopause, and the original Gossip Girl. Do you have any idea how not manly that title is?
I know. It's like the least manly podcast episode we've ever done. Good stuff.
I think we have, for the most part, manly listeners. Is that a
manly?
Superman. Is that too much to say? I mean, I can see my algorithm on Ircha Gaming, and that is 70% men. Male.
Yeah, but can you not see the same thing on Diskydisk?
I don't think I've ever gone into that.
Nope.
I haven't gone into it.
Oh.
I mean, should we check? Like,
sure.
Wait. Let's see. YouTube Studio Analytics. Let's scroll down. Prediction. What do you think it is? Audience.
I don't know. Something.
Okay. Most of the listeners are from the United States.
Shocking.
Hi. How are you? Okay. And most of the listeners, oh my god, almost 80% are male.
Even more than Ircha Gaming?
Even more than Ircha Gaming. This is a man Discord. Super manly.
A manly podcast.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So, sorry for last week's episode, guys.
Should we talk about testicular cancer and like when you can't go when you go?
Okay, go.
No, we'll schedule that. We'll add it on the topic list. We will talk about
we can talk about a lot of manly problems.
Typical cancer, prostate problems, and erectile dysfunction.
Oh, that one, definitely.
I've written it on the topic list. We will get you.
We will provide to the manly man.
Yeah,
so some sexist.
Some manly topics. Jesus Christ.
Okay, most of them, 60% of everyone listening, are between 25 and 34 years old.
What is it? 26 and 34?
25 and 34.
Okay.
And then 40% of the listeners are between 35 and 44. So yeah, it's the same sort of algorithm that I have on Ircha Gaming. Yeah. Men in their 30s from the United States. Yes.
Well, that's fair enough. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? We had a lot of new merch up last week, and thank you guys for ordering.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the merch store increased by probably 1,000%.
Well, it's such a shirt.
Because,
and the hi, how are you?
Yeah, I never sell anything on that store. But once we released the hi, how are you shirt and good stuff, and what else was that? I'm gonna go into it. Yeah, it increased a lot, so people will be wearing Diskydisk merch. Funny stuff.
Yeah, good stuff.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. Can you see when you log in there, can you see what people have ordered?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but let's go see what the most popular thing is.
The most popular thing, listings, analytics. Everyone has an analytic. I think, the most popular thing is from the Hi, How Good Are You collection.
Hi, how good are you?
Yeah, lol. And that would be the Hi, How Are You shirt.
Okay.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
And actually also the welcome mat.
Really? How many welcome mats have sold?
I don't know. I don't understand this website.
Somebody has to report back on how good the welcome mat is, though, so that I can potentially get one if it is good stuff.
Just good stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next up, maybe some comments we should read.
Why don't we do this? The rest of this, the last point on this, and then we can go to the comments.
Okay, yeah. Announcement: there will be no Diskydisk next week because I am going to London.
Mm-hmm.
London, guys.
Can we comment on the fact that you wrote no DD next week because of London?
No double D.
No double D.
Okay. No double D next week.
Okay.
It will be a C.
Isn't that from that song that goes like nice chains, double D's makes a man go woo woo. That makes the 80% of the guys go woo woo. Anyway,
I'm going to London. I don't know if I can say it's work related. Okay, I don't know if I can publicly say it because I haven't gotten my brief yet.
Your brief.
I know, right? But it's an Ircha gaming trip. I'm invited to something special. Lol.
I mean, I already know what it is. I'm just like,
Do you think that is exciting? Out of this world?
For you, maybe.
Yeah, for me. It's exciting for me.
And you get to go to England, which is neat.
I know, right? I've never been. And
you have a meet and greet. How many British people do you go when you do?
It's not a meet and greet.
Oh, but you can do that too.
It's something else.
Yeah, but combine that with what you're actually doing.
I don't know if I have people in London.
Can you check the demographics?
But I will be at the superstore that's called Forbidden Planet. I will be there on the 10th of October. Vague. Don't know which time. Maybe 11th.
All day.
11th of October, maybe. No, you know what? I will travel the 10th. So I will be at that superstore on the 11th. Super cool.
Super cool.
Cool stuff. I am excited. I've never been. I'm gonna see the Westminster Abbey Church. Is that the name?
Sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And I will do the Eye, which is the sort of thing. What is that called?
Very descriptive. Ferris wheel sort of thing.
Yeah, the Ferris wheel. You know what it is. Yeah. I will do that. And then I will be going home after a couple of days. So funny. Let's read some comments. Okay. Doris and Vicious says Amazon Luna is kinda similar to Google Stadia, which Google just announced is soon to close down. Oh, they're closing. Lol. Okay. Cloud gaming streaming service. I believe it was US exclusive until recently. Okay. Well, we have never heard about that. Amazon Luna. What the hell? Okay. Fernando Sanchez, I can't wait to be in our relationship.
Relatable.
I'm going to drop the line. What's the matter? Is your egg falling?
Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Do you want to read some comments?
XOXO Gossip Girl.
Kristen Phillips is saying so many good quotes in this episode. I use this is a quote in quotation. I use exclamation mark when I am very serious.
You just said quotation marks instead of squiggly fingers.
Squiggly fingers.
Disappointed.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
This is okay. Squiggly fingers. This is science. We are learning stuff. Okay, you're here for what we are providing. I feel like we say that every time.
Yeah, that's we should put that on some merch.
And this one, hold on, I'm releasing some eggs right now. That is sort of disgusting. I'm over it. Okay,
that is sort of disgusting, actually.
I'm over it.
Wait, I just saw somebody. I did see somebody.
You saw somebody.
I can't pronounce this word. I can't read this comment. But somebody who, like we said, somebody who knows something about this stuff should comment. Yeah. So Otto Metal Cake or Kaki, I don't know, said, as someone who studied, and I can't say this word, endocrinology. Is that right?
Good. Yeah.
I found the discussions here fantastic. Unfortunately, oral contraceptives do not postpone the inevitable decline of other hormones leading to menopause. No stacking of eggs and blasting them all at once, I'm afraid. Women's hormones are an up and down roller coaster. Men have just a constant decline to shit. Constant decline to shit?
Cute.
Thank you for the episode. You're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay.
Drake Do-Gooder is saying, as a man, I have to say, this was one of the most unappealing thumbnails I have ever clicked on. Very good.
Okay.
And then he edit thumbnail / title. I can see that.
Okay, somebody said, Wolfclaw said, great podcast, girls. I feel a little bad because the dudes that watch your videos can't relate. It's nice to hear you talk about hear you girls talk about women's health. Hooray! Somebody likes it. Just wait until the testicle episode.
Okay. Was there any feedback on Discord? I'm scrolling up. You guys talk a lot. You talk a lot.
Yeah, but just go to the pinned messages and jump to the episode. Hello.
Pinned? Okay. Oh yeah, suggestions for merch quotes. You wouldn't download a car.
But that's not our quote though. That comes from an ancient meme.
Yeah.
so can't be stealing people's content.
But yeah, please drop down below what you would have on merch.
Please drop your eggs below.
No. Yeah, do that, and we will print up some more merch for you guys.
Print up.
Yeah.
I think somebody said that they ordered the shorts. I don't remember who it was, but somebody did say we added the shorts sort of as a meme because we added a bra and we felt we had to add some men's shorts too. But somebody actually did order them. We made somebody happy.
But Ircha man said in the United States everyone wears shorts all the time. I don't know where he gets that from, but he said so.
Citation needed. What the hell?
Where did he get that? He said so. They're all about shorts over there. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
Sure.
Okay, yeah. Cute. Transition and then a topic?
Yes.
A topic?
Yes.
Vertigo in your sleep is the next topic.
Okay. When are we going to do this one that's been there for 2 weeks?
We'll do it now.
Okay.
Okay, transition, guys. That was the shortest transition in the world.
Yeah, literally just turned off the recording. So okay, let's go again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to create some sort of flow in the podcast. Okay, yeah, Vertigo in your sleep. Why did you write this?
Because I have it.
Because you have it.
Yeah. Do you know what it is?
No.
It's like, right, let's find the actual definition.
I think it is like if you have ever seen the movie with Johnny Depp,
which one?
Which is called Secret Window. You know, when he's going insane, he's on the couch and he dreams that he's falling off the couch and down into the ocean.
Okay.
When he fell off the couch. Whatever, it's a good scene.
I was making a like what the fuck face with the entirety of that description of the scene.
Okay.
But no, it's vertigo is when you get like abnormally dizzy because something inside your inner ear, like crystals inside your inner ear, sort of tumble around in a way that they shouldn't do, and then it triggers being dizzy as if you've been like spinning around like on a roundago.
Oh yeah, we call that crystal
illness,
sickness.
Crystal sickness.
Yeah.
So that I have that every so often. Like I don't know.
It's normal. I had that in 2015.
It's horrible though.
Yeah, I had to go to the emergency room. I had to be held while walking.
Okay. In the night or during the day?
I don't remember more than that, but I had a hard time walking because everything was spinning.
But was it during the day or during the night?
The day, I think.
Okay.
But it does get worse when you tilt your head backwards.
Yeah, that's why it happens in your sleep, because some people get it like you wake up super dizzy and then you know everything's spinning and then it stops like after 10 to 20 seconds and then you lie back down and then you fall asleep and then you wake up like 10 minutes later and that's happening again.
Yeah, so medical disc, science disc, it is crystals in the ear that tells you what is up and what is down. And when it's a blockage in that sort of tube in the ear, whatever, very good, you have to sort of get the crystal going. So actually, how to treat this is that you have to sit in a sort of, you know, the hospital may have a chair for this that tilts you back and forth and up and down sort of thing to release the crystal. Release the X.
It can also just fix itself if you don't have like constant every waking moment crystal situation.
Crystal.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I get it every so often in my sleep and I couldn't sleep and it was bad.
Do you still have it?
I had it for like 3-4 nights in a row and then it stopped.
Okay, so your crystal is released.
I'm crystal free.
Very good.
Yeah.
That can happen anytime. It's nothing bad.
Horrible though.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't enjoy it much.
I just sit up in the middle of the night and I'm just like, I have to hold on to the wall. I'm like, oh God.
I know, right? I know.
It's like being like super, super, super wasted.
I know, right? I know, right? I remember being super drunk, and my friend and I, we used to say, like, when we had, you know, when we were getting really drunk, do you feel the Ferris wheel right now? We would say.
What? A Ferris wheel doesn't even make you dizzy.
Yeah, but like spinning forward around sort of feeling.
Okay. What's the difference between spinning forward and backwards?
Like I felt it went forward. What?
What difference does it make?
It's forward.
Okay. I understand.
Okay.
I don't really understand, but okay. I'm just
Vertigo.
Gonna say okay.
Vertigo is also a movie by Hitchcock back in the day. Anyways.
Okay. Does it have anything to do with actual vertigo?
I'm just trying to milk this topic for all it's worth.
Yeah.
Are we done with the topic of vertigo?
Sure.
Okay. Diabetes.
Yeah, this has been on the topic list for 2 weeks. And why did you do this? Why did you do this?
Because we are medical disc. We
should talk
about all sorts of medical conditions.
Yeah, but what triggered this? Why did you?
Someone in my family has diabetes now.
Okay,
that is what triggered it. So that is why I put it on. And do you know much about the diabetes?
I mean, yeah, I went to medical school.
You did.
I went to nurse.
Yeah, I think this is a global pandemic. I think it is. I know it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing it's type 2. Yes.
I don't know about the types actually. I just know about the general badness of it. Diabetes is a chronic, long-lasting health condition that affects. I'm just googling it so that I know what it is. Health condition that affects how your body turns food into energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so insulin resistance. So that is definitely what is going on, and it's from eating too much sugar and having a bad lifestyle, which is so easy to do nowadays.
Mm-hmm. That's why they call it a pandemic.
Yeah.
Epidemic? What's the difference between pandemic and epidemic? Wait.
Google it.
And epidemic. Let's find out.
But I mean, I feel like this is a big topic actually, because if you look at human diets throughout the history of the human species, we are 200,000 years old, and we used to eat healthier, let's say. Now, the last, I want to say 100 years, when sugar really became really prominent in the...
Did you say 200,000 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Homo sapiens is 200,000 years. Okay. Some people are arguing 250,000 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Citation needed.
Citation needed.
I wasn't there.
I'm pretty sure it's way longer than that. I thought it was like 2 million years ago, not 200,000 years.
Maybe the ape species, yeah, but I'm thinking about Homo sapiens as we are now.
When there's no definite time for that to happen, though. Like, I mean,
no,
it's not like anybody was there.
It's just an estimate. No, nobody was there.
The difference between an epidemic and a pandemic, by the way, is that an epidemic is local and a pandemic is worldwide. Anyway.
Epidemic and pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Epidemic is local.
Yeah. Okay, within a community or like isolated.
I learned something.
Same.
Do you know anyone with diabetes?
I have patients that work with diabetes. I don't know anybody personally.
Mm-hmm. What do you think is the primary cause?
I mean, it depends which type kind of thing. Which type of diabetes you have, 1 or 2. But type 2, like you said, is the, what is it called? Lifestyle and health general situation type deal.
Mm-hmm. Diet.
Mm-hmm.
Entirely blaming that on diet.
I mean, there are some other factors, but yes, primarily that's the main issue.
And the type 2?
So that's type 2. Type 1, I think you can be born with. You get it like super early. It's diabetes type 1. I
am not sure about this. Sorry, guys.
Diskydisk.
For being uninformed on the types.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, when you're, I almost said when you're alive. You get it when you're alive. You get it when
what?
You get it when you're young.
Young.
They also call it, or it used to be called, juvenile diabetes.
Is that it? You get it when you're young.
Mm-hmm. But they do also have different.
That says nothing. That can still be diet.
No, but they have different things they don't function the same way. This is like, we're into like cells and shit, but like the way that, like, it's not the exact same thing. Like they do have very similar, your blood can take up glucose and therefore, you don't, because your stuff doesn't produce enough insulin. So it's the same basic idea, but it isn't treated the same, for example.
Okay, I get it.
So same, but different.
I would say it's same, bad either way. I feel
bad either way, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah. So I've been reading up about this a lot. What I have found is that people, I don't know, Google articles and stuff, citation needed on everything I'm saying. We are not health professionals. But what I have found is that people are saying that keto diet is the best one, so that you trigger your body into burning fat as an energy instead of carbs. Just low carb everything and up your fat. People are fighting over which diet is the best one.
Okay.
The Japanese diet, the Mediterranean diet, you, for example, the vegetarian diet.
Well, I wouldn't say I argue for it. It's just a personal choice. But diabetes is not just about what you eat. Like, it's not like you can, like, exclusively eat your way to get diabetes. Like, it also depends on your, like, level of physical activity and whether or not you're obese or not. Some people might eat super healthy, but not move ever. And then... and then they, you know, are at risk of getting diabetes, sort of thing.
Okay. What I was going at is that there's one thing every single diet person is agreeing on, and that is sugar is unhealthy. No matter where you are, if you're pro low carb, pro vegetarian. And another thing is that processed food is bad. So, I mean, no matter what you do, just avoid sugars and processed foods. TM.
Okay. But diabetes is, it's like the person that you know that recently got it, are they on board with how they're going to treat it? Like what they're going to do to not die?
This is the thing. I don't think his doctor has told him a lot.
Okay, that's not really great.
That's terrible from the health system. So he doesn't know what to do. And let me just say, his closest family is saying you should go low fat, low fat, low fat. But like, what happens if you choose low fat food items? They are loaded with sugar instead of fat to replace the taste that is gone. Low fat is a terrible idea. You know, low fat yogurt, let's say, low fat milk, low fat whatever, and margarine, terrible idea. Terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, it has to, like, especially type 2, it has to be treated but like almost all the time with some sort of insulin, either injections or, you know, you can also in some situations have oral medication that does the same thing.
Yeah, I haven't talked with them about that.
You should, because it can get really, really bad. Like, I saw when I at one point was at a hospital on placement when I was in school. No secret hospital, secret location, secret who this is. This patient had super bad diabetes that he hadn't taken care of, not you know, treated the way it's supposed to be treated. And you can get, when the blood flow to your legs gets super bad, you get like open sores on your legs, and this patient hadn't treated that, so his entire leg was basically one open sore, and he was in the hospital to get it drained. Like, he had drains into the wound to drain out bad fluid, because you can, you know, get necrosis and you have to amputate your leg. Amputation does happen with diabetes. Can happen, yes. If you don't treat it, yes. It's not like it just happens. You have to treat it. If you don't treat it, this is what happens. Terrible. I think the food industry is to blame. They put high fructose corn syrup in everything. They make everything so that you want to gravitate towards what is easy. The canned stuff, the pre-packaged stuff, and filling up all the shelves near the checkout of every store with candy in colorful stuff. I mean, they are not forcing people to do that, but they are making it really easy. They are not making it hard. That's what she said. I disagree completely, though. Okay. Because I don't think, like, to not take the blame for an active choice you're making yourself and blaming somebody else for it is not the correct solution. I know. It's like, we talked about this in the episode about mental health, that I don't think anybody should ever say, I am like this, or this is a direct result of my mental illness, for example, and I can't do anything about it. So the responsibility for this being a thing is not mine. You know? So
it's like saying I was so drunk I don't remember that I slapped you.
Exactly. You're the one who chose to get drunk. So you are the one who is to blame. If you eat chocolate or whatever, if you eat only sugar and get diabetes, you can't be like, oh no, the companies that put high fructose corn syrup in every single food. It's like, I know, you chose to eat it. Nobody's forcing you.
What I'm saying is that they make it easy. They do make it easy, though.
I know, but people have to take responsibility for it. Just because it's easy doesn't mean you have to do it.
People are weak. People are weak.
I know, but you can't blame anybody else. Just because somebody makes something easy for you doesn't mean that you have to do it.
I know, right? I know plenty of people. I could probably name 10 people that I know do not go into the vegetable aisle.
How? You have to walk through it in almost every grocery store?
I mean, purchase something. Purchase something from it.
Okay, why?
Yeah, why? Why do not people go there?
What do they eat then?
You know what? I used to be a person that didn't pick anything from the vegetable aisle.
Why?
When I was a teenager, I ate bread and chocolate topping on the bread.
Okay.
That was my diet. And there was candy, soda, candy, pizza, maybe taco once in a while, but I didn't buy it. But yeah, that was my diet when I was a teenager.
That's not correct.
Everyone related.
How do you not have diabetes?
No, because I changed up stuff when I hit my 20s.
Well, you can still get diabetes.
Now I don't think I'm gonna get diabetes because of my food allergies. I have to cook everything from scratch.
You can still get it. You have a much lower chance if you don't eat sugar every day, but you can still get it. It's not like you're immune. Yeah. It's like you don't have to smoke to get lung cancer.
Terrible. Oh no. You should be afraid.
I do something because I am a little bit paranoid about diabetes because it isn't a nice disease, and I would or condition.
It's a terrible one,
and I would not like it. But so sometimes, especially if I've been thirsty for like a couple of days, like abnormally thirsty every day, I go to work and like check my glucose level to see if it's normal, just to like reassure myself to make sure nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
And nothing's ever wrong. I'm just a thirsty person.
Oh, you can actually go and check that.
Yeah.
I was rather unhealthy in 2018, I think, and I was thirsty all the time. And I thought to myself, what a wonderful world. Kidding. And I thought to myself, maybe this is some sort of, yeah, you get paranoid. Absolutely.
Especially when you're around stuff like that. If you're around, at least I get like that when I'm around sick people. So even if they are ancient, I'm a little bit like, oh, do I have heart failure?
Have you heard about the movement sort of thing? A diet movement called that intermittent fasting is good.
Yeah, it's super big at the moment anyway.
Yeah, I believe it.
Well, yeah.
I do believe in intermittent fasting so that you get down your glucose levels, and the body is sort of made for this, though, if you are thinking like way back, thousands of years way back. You didn't have access to food all the time.
Yeah.
And it was definitely not prepackaged in the forest.
But there are, health risks to intermittent fasting too if you do not do it correctly.
Okay, tell me about it.
The body needs food. If you're gonna go, this is an eating disorder, basically. Intermittent fasting isn't an eating disorder, but this is the problem that people who have an eating disorder have. If you constantly, starve your body, or if you don't eat the right things in between your periods of fasting, you are not gonna do your body any favors. You can't,
Oh yeah, I get it.
Have a day if you do it incorrect. And then eat, chocolate and crisps. You're not
terrible. That's not the way to do it.
You also have to eat food that is appropriate for your body.
Absolutely. God, I didn't even think of that.
So, you can't just that's the problem with when this becomes a craze like this. People think that the only thing that is necessary for this to work, to be healthy, or in some people's cases to lose weight or whatever, using this method, it also depends what you eat. And also another problem with this, especially when people use it to lose weight, is that when people try to change their diet, eat less, for example, or whatever, to lose weight, what happens is they get really hungry because they're not used to eating that little. And then when they're done fasting or whatever, they eat a ridiculous amount all at once.
Terrible. That's not the way that that's not how you do it.
So that's the problem with this. If it's people aren't properly educated about how to do it. You can't just stop eating for half a day and then be like, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. What I mean is that it goes hand in hand with unprocessed, home-cooked, healthy, ketogenic, fat-based, healthy fat-based. Then it's good stuff.
Yeah.
We were like, yeah. Did you okay, so on the topic list, did you write this sentence?
Wait, scroll up.
Meat replacements. Yeah.
I did, because I have a colleague at work who is very interested, like, because we don't eat meat, who's very interested in our lack of meat, basically.
Vegetarian.
She's just like, how do you do this? What do you eat? Do you eat fish? Do you eat this? What do you do if you want to have a burger, basically? And I said, there are lots of things you can cook without meat. You can use beans, you can use, legumes, you can use all kinds of...
you?
Yeah, she's asking me about every time I work with her, she asks this. And she was like, well, what if you want, like, wok with chicken, or if you want, like, a burger? I was like, well, there are meat replacement squiggly fingers things that you can get, that are plant-based or whatever.
Yeah, I'm interested in this too.
Yeah, but then a couple of days later, after last time we talked about this, she sent me an article on Messenger that was like meat replacements like this cause cancer.
Isn't that a reach? Isn't that... I mean, meat replacements, aren't they just kikärtor? What's that in English?
Chickpeas.
Yeah, isn't it basically a lot of that and soy?
I mean, it's still a processed food. It's not the same as eating ecological broccoli. Or chickpeas or whatever. So processed. Either way, it's still a processed food. The only thing that it kind of has going for it is that it doesn't have any meat in it, and you could argue that processed meat is worse than processed vegetables, and the things that, like, the additives they have to put in to make this stick together, for example, kind of thing.
But you could make your replacements yourself.
Yeah, of course. You can make homemade vegetarian burgers.
Yeah, because we're back to the argument of every processed food item.
So it is the same thing, but like, but this is the thing, everything causes cancer. Basically.
This is the thing, everyone. Everything causes cancer.
Everything causes cancer. Do you remember when we were like teenagers, there was this huge scare in the media that was like, eating crisps gives you cancer? Like potato.
Yeah. Have you heard about sunscreen, like sunscreen lotion?
Yeah.
Gives you cancer.
Everything gives you cancer. That's the thing.
Being in the sun is good for you. It's vitamin D, but it also gives you cancer. It's like, it's so conflicting. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, everything gives you cancer, basically. But I linked her in return an article about the dangerous squiggly fingers about eating, especially red meat constantly, like the intestinal problems specifically that you can get from eating red meat, which is just as dangerous as eating, if we're saying that meat replacements cause cancer, you have to also look at that red meat also has a lot of health negatives. It's not like these meat replacement squiggly fingers that vegetarians might choose to eat are bad, and eating meat is good.
Have you seen the documentary on Netflix called What the Health?
No, but that's a clever title.
Yeah, pretty good. But it's a terrible documentary. They are saying that red meat is like smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
But no, it is. No, it isn't. I mean, processed meat, sure. Sausages, sure. Terrible idea. All the meat, grinded, processed stuff that you get in a can or a bag or just done. Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, some things are obviously.
But I'm saying, if you're getting real, unprocessed meat, really good.
It's still bad for your intestines. There are still a lot of intestinal problems, cancer being among them. That you
I don't
can
believe
get from...
that. I don't believe that.
Well, you don't have to believe it. That's like saying, I don't believe that the earth is round. You're still going to be wrong. So, but that's the thing. Everything is bad for you to some degree. Like, you could rank it, say processed food is the worst thing, and then above that you have fructose or corn syrup or
Sugars.
Palm oil, anything, whatever. You can like make a fucking like list from worst to best, but at the end of the day, there is nothing that is not bad for you in some way or another. I mean,
broccoli.
Broccoli.
We're back to the broccoli.
Yeah.
Bitches.
But you can't eat just broccoli.
Definitely not.
So
gotta have olive oil and spices.
Yeah, so you have to add
meat.
something to everything to make something. You can't just eat one thing. If we like universally agree that broccoli is not bad for you in any single way, that doesn't mean that you can live on just broccoli and nothing else.
Definitely not.
So, either way, you are going to have to eat something that is inherently not good for you in one way or another. And then you could argue what is more dangerous, sort of thing.
What a terrible, terrible world.
Yeah, terrible world. We can't eat anything. We should all just intermittently fast forever. And then we die. Can't eat everything. Anything.
Stop eating altogether.
Stop eating altogether. It's bad for you. We're really sending the right message.
Terrible. But we can agree on 2 points, because this is also what Google said among the food and diet wars. Sugar is bad. Processed food is bad.
Yeah.
And everyone also agreed that vegetables and salads are good. So they do agree. They do. Some places.
Yeah.
Do you remember when eggs were dangerous?
Oh, everything has been dangerous. Do you remember when school cafeterias in the US claimed that pizza was a vegetable? That was funny.
What?
Yeah, when was that? I remember that.
No, that gotta be a joke.
Vegetable.
Pizza was a vegetable. It gotta be a joke.
No, there was something about it at some point.
Lol.
You need to find citation needed on this one. U.S. Congress rules that pizza is a vegetable. Yeah, it was in 2011. Pizza can be classed as a vegetable, at least according to the decision made by the U.S. Congress. Who knew? American lawmakers have ruled that the amount of tomato paste in a pizza sauce means that pizzas can be counted as a vegetable.
Terrible! No, just very no.
Yeah, I remember the bizarre move, which was decided in a vote on the annual spending bill for the Department of Agriculture, happened for purely political reasons. The crucial bill had an oversight of the subsidized school meals. This is why. The department was seeking to restrict pizza, chips, and starchy vegetables from the menu of school children in a bid to combat child obesity. So what they did instead was claim that pizza is a vegetable so that they can continue to serve pizza. That was the point. It's too hard to find something healthy to serve for children in school, so they're just gonna class pizza as a vegetable, and then it's okay.
Terrible.
I know, really, really awful.
Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's how that's going.
Can you think of anything else that has been controversially considered bad and then good and then bad and then good? I think of eggs, because that has been, in the 90s, I think it was bad cholesterol. And then later people were like, no, that is the good cholesterol. Eat as many eggs as you can.
Yeah, exactly. Especially exercise craze, how people who do really serious muscle bodybuilding kind of thing eat 24 eggs a day. It's just insane.
I know, right? And then we have, in the 90s especially, low fat became a marketing thing. And what happened is that, like I said earlier in the podcast also, they removed the fat from everything. But what I did is that I increased sugar. It was terrible. That is not a good way to go. Coconut oil. Some people are saying that is saturated fat. That is bad. But I'm saying no, that is good. Who decided that saturated fat is a bad thing? From my research, TM, citation needed, coconut oil and olive oil are the most natural fats. Yeah.
Who decides what the main line is?
Yeah, exactly.
But there was something I was going to say. What did you say
because they are not harshly processed.
What did you say before natural. Coconut oil, though?
Saturated fat?
No,
eggs?
No, between eggs and
low-fat products.
Yeah, but that was what I was gonna. Yeah, there are some people who have to eat low-fat products because they have their bowels and whatever have a problem. Their stomachs are too sensitive to fat to process it. So there are exceptions.
Sure,
we have some patients at work that are like that. I take all my information from work.
I know, right? Yeah, sure. Okay, transition and change of topic. That was
Wait,
enough.
can we dip in, so to speak,
into we can dip.
Lactose intolerance, which is another dietary restriction that greatly misunderstood and also common and not respected, because that's really not good for you. If you have lactose intolerance, most people will respect it because it makes their stomachs shit, literally.
Yeah,
but there are a lot of people who don't, and this is really not good for your bowels. It's why do people have such a hard time understanding dietary restrictions that they have to respect for their own health?
Yeah, I know some people.
Same. one?
Yeah, lactose intolerance is definitely a thing. I have it. Do you have it?
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, well, you're allergic to everything, I suppose.
Yeah, remember? I am allergic to everything.
Yeah. No, I don't have, but one of my friends' kids has it. So, it happens to everybody.
Well, most of the world is that, actually. Lactose intolerant. It's like
cats. We're all cats.
Yeah. I mean, most of the world is, actually, if you Google it. Most of the world.
I mean, there's a lot of bacteria sort of thing in milk and whatever that the stomach has a hard time processing.
That's not the one. We don't produce enough lactase in the gut. We only produce a tiny amount of lactase, which is the enzyme used to break down lactose. So when you see lactose-free food items, like lactose-free milk, yogurt, they just add lactase.
Everybody should buy lactose-free milk for a different reason, though, because the expiry date on normal milk versus lactose-free milk is ridiculous. Lactose-free milk has a expiration date of a month and a half, and then you buy normal milk and it expires in 3 days.
70% of the global population is intolerant to lactose. That's what I said, and almost the entire world. You're not special. Yeah, TM.
I am special. That's exactly it.
Yeah, okay, you are special.
I am special. I don't really like. I drink milk sometimes. I try to drink milk mostly because
I use cream in my cooking.
Okay, well, I don't really do that. I suppose I actually don't do that a lot. Maybe I should do that instead.
Yeah, matflöte.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah,
okay. Transition.
Okay. Yeah, I remembered another thing about diabetes. I went to pee and then I remembered. It reminded me because of the pizza thing. They decided that pizza was a vegetable in the US. Isn't it true? Citation needed. Somebody in the comments can confirm or deny. I see things about this on the internet sometimes, but that people with diabetes, because of the health system in America being interesting, can't afford insulin, which is the main medication to treat diabetes, and therefore they get all the health problems that follow.
This is what you thought of when you went to pee.
Yeah. This is what I thought of. So somebody should report back about that. Somebody who lives in America or has diabetes or knows a lot about this, because something about insulin being ridiculously expensive and therefore they can't afford it and therefore rip.
Just eat low carb, cut the sugar, cut the crap, guys.
It's not enough if you already have diabetes.
But it will definitely it will get better, I believe.
Yeah, but believing is not
facts. I believe it. Okay. Next on the list, the vlog. We made a vlog on Ircha Gaming YouTube.
Correct.
Did you guys like it? It has it has not the same sort of amount of views as the rest of my videos, but I don't care. I love the video.
I love vlogs.
Absolutely love it. And you know what? I got some feedback saying that I'm a good editor. And that,
yeah, I saw that. Very good.
That made me happy.
Why do you not get that on every video?
I don't know.
Terrible.
Because people don't really recognize editing as a skill form ever.
Okay.
You know, good editing is it's never noticed. People only notice if the editing is bad. It's that sort of thing. You'd never notice good editing because you sort of expect it. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I loved it. Very cute. Fun. We will be vlogging more.
I love vlogging. Vlogging? Vlogging. What am I saying?
Okay. Next on the list, you said gaming in the media.
I mean, we don't really have to talk about this, especially if you don't know anything about it. But I said something about this in the main chat earlier, how I read in the local newspaper that, the activity center, so to speak, for teenagers in town, the thing that used to be called
the club sort of thing for pre-teens, whatever.
Yeah. They they have acquired a bunch of gaming computers, and they are hosting / letting kids and teenagers come there to play video games, basically, and they're going to host tournaments of CS:GO and whatever people compete in, which is cute. But lately in the media in Norway, there's been a huge focus on gaming as this thing that is this is the interest of hundreds of people. Here are the statistics of how many people play video games, and it's this is a big focus, and we need to love this. And it's kind of is this news to people that people enjoy video games?
I was sort of expecting you to flip it all around, saying that the media is now targeting gaming as a terrible thing.
No, the
because
targeting.
Remember when they did that?
Yeah,
they blamed gaming on every single shooting that happened.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. Now it's suddenly flipped, and they're all like, "Oh, we love
so
this."
Now, now the media is pro gaming.
Yeah, apparently.
Because I remember when it was anti gaming.
I think everybody does, but you know, I'm just kind of like, what's the sudden shift? I know who decided this. It's just
the mainland is.
I know. And it's because they say, like, the statistics, which I don't have in my head, citation needed, but it's something ridiculous, like 96% of men and 80% of girls or something like that do some level of gaming in their daily life. But this counts mobile games, and there's some argument there for whether or not that's gaming. But
true.
But so it's like, oh, statistically we see that so many people do this, therefore we need to make it a super big deal, blah blah blah. This is important. People make millions of money on esports tournaments, etc., etc. And it's just like, I mean, it's good. I'm not saying this is bad, but I'm just saying, why the sudden shift in opinion?
I don't know. Maybe because gaming is getting more and more recognized as a source of income. Streamers, myself included. I mean, YouTube. It's a source of entertainment. YouTube is pushing regular cable TV out of the kitchen. Out of the window, maybe. So I think where the money is at is where they are turning their heads, sort of thing. Media is also very influenced by what's popular with the kids. Sort of thing. And what gives them clicks.
Yeah, sure. It's just a huge thing. Like, I saw one article in our local newspaper, and then I saw 3 articles in a row on one of our main national newspapers, VG. And I was just like, okay. There was a because one of the articles had Skyrim as a picture.
Ooh,
I was like,
good one.
It was like the best games from the best games for gamers that are available right now, both old and new, something. And then they chose Skyrim
game ever.
I know, but the article wasn't about Skyrim, but the Skyrim was the example that they chose to use in the picture. So I was like, hell yeah, boys. Yeah.
Okay, so gaming is good now.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
So maybe we can get gaming good for confirmed. We're not going to get blamed for shootings anymore. I mean, because that's what happened like 10 years ago.
Terrible.
Yeah, I know. In the when the terrorist attack that happened in Norway in 2011, like, it was like a couple of.
I remember.
There was like, yeah, this is the person. They found out his background, blah blah blah, and it, like, radical whatever, etc.
And he played Call of Duty.
Yeah, and then it was World of Warcraft. It was like they found out he spent a lot of time in his room playing video games. It was just like,
and therefore.
Yeah, and that's not,
and
thus not the reason why he did this, but it's always made like a point out of this and this person who did this and this bad thing used to play video games. Oh no, there must be a connection. Violent video games. Like, how many violent movies are there?
I know, right? Let's. Fair point.
Yeah,
fair point.
But somehow the gaming is the worst. I mean, you play Super Mario, you're gonna become a murderer.
Okay, so from now on, I am accepted in the media. Cool.
Yeah,
good one.
Yeah.
Are we gonna roll into Played Lately?
We can roll right into that.
You are saying Lawnmower Simulator?
Yeah, Simulator and House Builder.
Lawnmower Simulator.
Yeah,
I have to Google that.
You mow lawns. It's pretty. I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah, but I have to see it.
Okay. You literally mow lawns.
So you play that. Do you love it?
I mean, I played it before, but the other day, I installed it again, and now I'm playing it again. And then I also found House Builder, which is the sequel to House Flipper, which is a game I played quite a lot. And House Builder is new, came out in like June, and I missed it. But it's not right. I mean, it's okay, but the controls are terrible. The physics leave something to be desired, but I'm still enjoying it. Good stuff.
Okay. Are these games on the Switch?
I don't know.
Okay,
How would I know?
You play them on PC?
No, on the Xbox.
Oh, okay. Game Pass?
Lawnmower Simulator is on Game Pass, but House Builder is not.
Okay, you bought it.
It's like 150 kroner.
Did you buy an Xbox game?
It's like 150 kroner.
Yeah, but I never buy an Xbox game. I use Game Pass. But whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you recommend them? I mean, what do you want to say about them? Are they good or bad?
Yeah, but can I just say, I like how you were like, are they on the Switch? How the fuck am I supposed to know?
I'm just a switcher these days. I haven't touched my Xbox in a week.
Okay, can't relate. I haven't touched my Switch in probably like almost a year. The But yeah, I think they're worth it for anybody who is very pedantic with like organizing / find it very satisfying to see something turn into something else. Like you have a lot of grass and then you get on your lawnmower and you mow it all and it all becomes non-long short non-long.
Yeah, House Builder looks good. I'm looking it up now. That looks cute.
It is cute, but the physics aren't great. There are some problems with stuff getting stuck. Not a lot. I mean, I'm still playing it, so it's.
But that is cute.
It is cute. Correct.
Have you built a house?
Yeah, I've built an igloo and a mud hut and a Japanese tea house, and I'm pretty far into the game. And
you can learn stuff from this game, I see.
And a logger's cabin in the woods, and now I'm working. And a European house, a Canadian house, and now I'm working on the European house. So it just gets more and more complicated, igloo, not so hard.
Yeah, and you build the house block by block, sort of thing. No block by block.
By bit. The house that I'm building now has indoor plumbing, so that's a whole fucking thing that took me ages to figure out.
Okay, cute.
Because the game doesn't really hold your hand so much. It's like, here are the materials, now it's time to place the walls. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah, push in the nails. Cute.
I like it. Yeah. Good game. Recommend. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Maybe not, but if anybody who played House Flipper would probably enjoy this too. Yeah. House Flipper, very similar.
I can see that one. Okay, I've been playing Potion Permit. Good game. I recommend it to you.
I believe you mentioned this last week. That's the one that looks like Graveyard Keeper, right?
Yeah, and I'm thinking more and more of you when I'm playing this game.
Okay.
That means you will like this game if you ever pick it up.
Is it on the Switch?
It's such a you game, yeah. I think of you when I play it.
How much is it?
150.
Or is it on Game Pass?
Which means $15, by the way. I don't think it is on Game Pass. Potion Permit. Let's see. It is on Xbox, but let's see. Is it on Game Pass, though? Game Pass.
If it's new, possibly not.
I don't think it is.
No. Okay.
But I don't know. Okay, but I do recommend it on the Switch. Such a cute game.
Because it's like pixel graphics, right?
It's pixel graphics, sort of like Graveyard Keeper and Stardew Valley. There's no farming, though. Where you're sort of like an alchemist that gathers materials out in the woods. You chop down trees, you break rocks, you harvest herbs and stuff and flowers, and you also kill some monsters, and they drop a lot of materials that you can use in your cauldron when you get home to make potions to cure the sick residents of the town. So it's a whole thing, and sometimes you get patients in your sick bed sort of area where you have to diagnose them before you create the potion and cure them.
Okay, so it's very much like Graveyard Keeper, because that's basically it sounds exactly like that, except you're burying dead people.
Yeah. So cute. And you have a dog, and there's friendship levels, and there's everything. Sort of like Stardew Valley, except it's not farming, it's potion making. So it's sort of like Atelier also.
This game has it all.
Yeah. Very cute. Repetitive music, albeit good. Albeit.
Yeah, good. That was very good. Maybe I'll look it up.
Yeah, I think you should. I'm making a video soon on Ircha Gaming where I will be talking about it.
Okay.
Very good. And Hoko Life, I'm currently not into it. I'm still playing Disney Dreamlight Valley though.
I have started playing that again too.
Yep, I know. Because it's so good. And
it is
soon,
so good.
In 3 weeks or 2 weeks, we will get Scar and some updates to the game.
Wait, let me Google that. Dreamlight Valley updates. First update will bring Scar in around 3 weeks, and this was posted Monday. Sunday. So 3 weeks from now, I guess.
Yep, it will be good.
Yay! Just Scar? They said some secret stuff, right?
My cat sometimes sleeps with his eyes open. It's so creepy.
Well, that's super related to what we were talking about. Our cats do that too.
No, I just looked over and he's lying on the table.
On the table?
Yeah, cutie boy. With his eyes open. Yeah, so creepy. He looks dead.
They do that.
Okay, cute. That is Nora. So that is what I'm playing. Currently fun stuff. Potion Permit. Very cute. Wholesome. Like a happy Graveyard Keeper.
But I think
Graveyard Keeper was happy though. You know?
I like the sarcastic humor of Graveyard Keeper. It's good.
Me too. That was probably all for Diskydisk. Look up the merch on the merch store, link down below, and on the Discord, which you should join. Which you should join, I mean.
Yeah. Thus.
And thus you click the like button and leave a comment down below, and maybe we will read your feedback in the next week's feedback from last week's episode.
And then no Diskydisk next week, so there is or are we gonna, when do you come back? Are we gonna do it like
no,
later?
we take a break.
Okay.
I have to edit a big London video.
Okay.
Not that it.
Your wedding video.
Yes, it's up on my secondary channel.
I will also link that on Discord for anybody who missed it, because secondary channel not so.
Did you
secondary.
like it?
I saw it today when I was in town in a cafe, so I couldn't just wedding there.
But cute.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it after Diskydisk.
Okay, cute.
Okay.
Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you later.
You're welcome.
Bye.